Hello, this is Sam from Sound on Sound magazine. I'm at the Superbooth show in Berlin and I'm on the Squarp instruments stand with Tom. Hello, Tom.
Hello.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, are you having a good show?
Yeah, very nice so far. The weather is fine. And,
yeah, it's almost like a holiday.
Yeah.
It's like a holiday with synths. What better kind of holiday could there be? And you're showing the Hapax, or Hapax, as we haven't decided what to call it yet. Tell us about this thing.
Well, it's a step sequencer, so it's the third sequencer Squarp produces. It has 16 tracks and 2 projects. So the 2 projects are running at the same time, but then you can load a project on the side and make your transition a bit like a turntable. So that's interesting. And then we had a lot of edition functions that were not present in the pyramid. It's much more hands-on. And a few generative algorithms, new MIDI effects, much better connectivity, 2 screens. So yeah.
So you describe it as a polychromatic sequencer. What does that mean?
Polychronic, actually.
Oh, polychronic, sorry.
No, it just means that you can have really different things and different temporalities going on each tracks. So we have a new concept in the BPM area where you can set something called elasticity. And so you can have a percentage of the main BPM for each track. And this can be really, really tiny, like to create micro phasing tracks, but also quite radical. And then you would just warp the track, yeah.
And this can be done on a track-by-track basis?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds very interesting. Does it have any sort of sound generator built in, or is it purely a sequencer?
No, it's purely a sequencer, yeah.
And then the outputs come out as MIDI or CV and gate, or both?
Both. Actually, we have 4 MIDI outs, 2 MIDI ins, and then we have 4 pairs of CV gate, and also CV in. And you have USB host and device, so you can plug really easily, like computers or any controller, and record everything. It also supports MPE, so you can record MPE and play it back. And it's really handy to have a hybrid configuration, and then you can send an infinite number of modulation everywhere using CC messages, but then you can convert the MIDI into CV gate to control your modular system. So it's really powerful for this kind of environment when you have to modulate heavily a lot of stuff. So yeah.
Very cool. So is this available now?
Yes, it is, but it's in kind of back order because it's really hard to produce devices nowadays with the component crisis. So it's available. The next batch is shipping in June, the second batch, and then the one after that should be around September.
And how much does it cost to order?
It's in the area of 900 euros, depending on taxes. But for Europe, yeah, it's the prices.
Wow, well thanks Tom. I'm hoping you're going to give us a quick demo now and we can put it through its paces.
Yeah, of course.
Wonderful, lovely to meet you.
Thank you. Yeah. So first you have the live mode. This is the mode where you can just play the notes like a keyboard. You also have a dedicated chord mode to generate chords with all kind of modifiers there to make inversions and stuff like that. And then when if you find a chord you like, you can go in step mode and add it on the step. So this is like a basic piano roll type of sequencer. So you will just play the notes you enter there. So there are a few edition features. You can move your note around really easily, copy the notes, delete them. You can rotate the selection, and then per note you can have the micro timing modified. You can have the chance, rolls, and mathematical condition that you can set per note. And this is always polyphonic, so you can stack as many notes as you like. Then you also have a dedicated drum mode for drum machines and drum sounds. So sorry about that. So you can so each row represent like different percussion. So that's pretty handy, and then you can edit the velocities very easily for each percussion sounds. And then you have the automation mode. So the automation mode is there where you can automate the sounds. So if I put a chord back here and make it a bit longer, you can automate, you can draw some curves. And yeah, you can assign it to, for example, the filter in this case, the cutoff, and then you can draw very easily all your automations, just like that. And then you can select this curve and move it around, like edit specific points. So yeah, this is a really quick way to make some modulation, and then you can send it to CV outs, internal MIDI effects, and also CC messages to control synthesizers. Then you have the pattern mode, where is basically you can launch all your clips in a kind of Ableton way with different patterns, and then build some songs. Then also each track can have some MIDI effects. So you have an effects chain where you can add some effects. All the effects are, all the parameters are, of course, you can add some modulations on them from the automation mode. And yeah, and a lot of little live performance tricks, loop modes, snapshot to make quick changes, stuff like that. And then you have your two projects, where you can load a project on project B, for example, while A is playing, and then it won't stop the track, and then you can go and chain all your sequence to make very long lives. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you.